we're back with a little bit more Where's My Egg? Guess I'm about a quarter of the way through the game. So... Okay. Well, that feels like a pretty good start, if anything. And then we have this. Okay, I was about to say, I feel like the main question is, once we get this horizontal laser to point at the yellow one, how do we get over to this side? And I think I managed to work it out. Initially I was thinking maybe we need to hold this door open with something, but I think actually the flight mechanic here just means that... let me think a little bit harder about this. Initially I was thinking that something like this would be good, because then if we manage to get to the other side, we would be able to fly over, use the hole to fly over all of these lasers and all of this water and end up at the end. But now it's less obvious to me that we can actually end up in that situation. I don't know, it feels like that's gotta be the move. That, like, flying this way over everything. It just seems so set up for this. I guess the question is, what is the last move we did before that that pushed any of the pieces into place? If we could have pushed something upwards into place, because then it would be underneath both of them. And then, but I don't see how having pushed something upwards helps us unblock what's going on. Oh, we can push something upwards. So we do that, we fly over it, and then we push it up. Now we are in business. Okay, nice level. Hey, it's a hatch deck. Uncrossable? Interesting. Let's see if it's enough to just dump everything here. Nice. I didn't fully think it through, but that just seemed like the right place to put stuff. Shattered ground. Okay, classic mechanic. And it will reveal a hole afterwards, which is good for jumping. Okay, makes sense. Oops. very quick level. I guess literally all it was doing was just introducing a new mechanic. Okay, mode. This was not in that same mechanic kind of thread of levels. Okay, so that seems set up so we can do some jumping. And we need both this and that to be open at the same time. But we can't have them both open at the same time. Huh? So it feels like we only have the power to open almost one of blue and red gates at the same time. And if we manage to, if we have blue open, we could walk up here, and then somehow we need something to open red as we walk up. Which is really, how does that work? Okay, maybe let's start by doing some stuff to just make life better for ourselves. Things like, can we rescue? Like, is it easy to rescue these items out? At all? And the answer is, it doesn't seem that easy to get this red block out from this corner. But I don't understand the purpose of this little hole here. Feels like we should be able to use this hole to get this red block out. To get the blue block out, we can't get the blue block out either. Aha, I see. So we can kind of swap. We can get the red one out by doing this. And then now it seems bad because this one seems stuck in, but it's no longer stuck because we can hold that red one open. And now we are in business. And we have both of these kind of freely out. Okay, I guess our next mission, even though I still don't know what the end game of this level looks like, our next mission can be to get the blue light bulb out, which will look something like that. Then the problem is as soon as I move it down, we get locked in here, which is not ideal. I guess technically, no. I feel like we can't hold any of these gates over here down with light bulbs because then on our way up to the egg, we'll never make it to the egg. This is definitely not good either. How can we change the state of anything by walking up here? We need blue to be open, and we can't have just this gate be held open by another object because then that object would block us on the way to the goal. So we need this to just actually be fully open, as in the laser is hitting blue, and then somehow we then need to end up with the laser hitting red. That just seems so improbable to me. By improbable, I mean, like, just completely impossible with my current understanding of the mechanics. Okay. I keep forgetting that the holes are powerful. So we can do something like that, and now we've rescued this one out. Now, am I missing something, or can we just do something like this? Why can't we fly here? Maybe we just need that to be occupied, and now we can fly? Nice. Okay, so we can't fly over locks, apparently, but we can do this. Oh, it's a cat. Nice. Okay. So we need to get this one down here, and then we just need to fly back over. Okay, pretty easy. Frog. Frog. Fruge. Occupy. Okay. Okay, pretty easy. The main trick is just that... Ooh, gold. Interesting. That's a bunny. It kind of looks like it has a mustache, honestly. Let's check out what's happening with the gold level. Why not? Okay, interesting. And then we just hold both of these down, I guess. Fish. There's lots of animals around here. Oh, yeah, I think we're moving through... unclear. I was about to say maybe we're moving through different themes. Like we had a lot of food eggs, and now we have a lot of animal eggs. I'm not sure. I'm guessing these are just gold, because it's a new mechanic. I didn't see anything else special about the level. So, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Beam transfer. Interesting. That's a lot of stuff happening. So we need to get this one all the way across eventually, so it has to just take that. And then... it has to go all the way across at some point. Almost looks like we need to get a kind of the right somewhere here, then like a down over here, then a right here, and then you'll be able to hit this one. That almost makes it seem like we can't push this one all the way. Well, we can push this one all the way across, but somehow we need to get this one across. We need to like crisscross these two, and that seems impossible. Because only one thing can pass over. Only one thing can pass over this, right? So if I pass over this one, for instance, then the down arrow can never make it across to the rightmost chamber, which is what we kind of wanted. We kind of just need these two to crisscross at some point. And that seems like the hard bit. Actually, that's even worse. We need to get one of the right-facing arrows all the way to the right side. What's going on here? It feels like we have, like, way too few crossings to be able to do anything. Because at some point, this laser is going to get over to this side, and at some point, one of the right arrows is going to get down to this side, and that already seems like a contradiction. Just those two things alone feel like enough for a contradiction at this level. Okay, so let's logic through that again. So the blue light bulb eventually will have to, it's restricted to the rightmost hand of the wall, so to be hit by the laser at all, we need to have a right arrow facing it. So a right arrow from the far left chamber has to make its way into this far right chamber, because any of the places where you could see the blue light bulb are only seeable from this chamber. And then because there are no leftwards facing arrows to hit the red light bulb, which is required to move the blue light bulb anywhere, we need to get the laser all the way to the left chamber, which also requires crossing this part once. And then the question is, how do things cross this place more than once? Because it seems like it's just a one-time crossing use. I'm gonna check out. I lied. I'm gonna check out the portal level just to see if it's easier to think about or not. Cool. We've freed up a little bit more space for ourselves. And what do we actually want to do? We want to stop. We want to stop the teleportation from working? Is that what I'm seeing here? Interesting. Okay, also an interesting level. I'm intrigued by both of these levels. I know I didn't play much today, but I've suddenly felt quite sleepy, so I'll stop recording for now.